mamuna jo mamuna kwa baba power 97.9 kasa fidie son Krabebese Street ana yebutu nsem no so anwumre yabobo no aso ne so nice ana ye de sommo na emuhwam obete abotesem so bebre wo mpa esa sem ne bi wo ha wote a obedwala bruta ana anwumre nyina ewo ha na wonwa Kasiebo waso ma yede esomo no aya Water Power 94.1 eho Global FM ho Shop 106.9 Watakrade Instruma 92.1 Kankwanta Buem FM wo Jasekan Jinyame 107.7 o Sampa Nananu 92.5 ewo Afugoso West End Radio 100.3 ewo Lembeleke FM wo Paza Ngrigi FM wo Bole Rich 98.7 Wasimfusu Trinity 96.7 Obogoso High Radio 103.1 will be Tim OT Radio 101.5 Wadambai when Pan Sampa when FM will Pusiga Bono FM 107.5 will Sunyane Low Silence TV Kasiebo Enamso Radio SYZ 93.1 Kasiebo Enamso Sunset Radio and so else Hioso Adesiam Eshebi Etibi Edi Afaso na yakwa amanania Apple 68 of Virginia Dice Radio Italy Adafopad Radio Paris G Live Radio ewo UK OPD Radio wo UK omo nyina kuta nsem de dede mu ene ye de som na nwumre se power Kasiebo ensem a ye de ba ne ye di makotun bi ne
wodi atu edwa esa electoral commission adwumefo a womo awi ni anase wodi nkunim ewo mmrahye abato emu ye declare wom no masa na mochira womo ya de foforo no ye betumi ede womo agina court na mra no womo bedi
mama jamensa ade ababa to dwa se wono de onchiri kra na watese NDC anya two terms in parliament e ba ne sa na woman no mafa ntikia ne kenkurum bi akade obehima ma nanado ne baumia enti ombe recollection ena Ghana force wo yoba pa dia opa o metai no hwade na obefili trebien
igeta na no ekogu Dr. Baumia ni mu asiye atese ama na report oyi ama ne boche sa by per se wo pe ankwankwa dwumakuo bi na wode contract e wo igete ho ema no NDC mrachudafo abokoko ho
oral krono awamo artist no operation recover all loots ya awamo ateno Owura John Dramani Mahama ene Canadian High Commission no asia atwetwe nkomode yato omunim se amanfo se abayifo ne yebeku nanso enye we chanting yebewuram ne yedi nkomafa
West African Examination Council ye 20 FM wayek wamo se afi wasi nsohwe no ehun results wamo entumi mfa ma esa saban de wamo ka
Krobia freno autu loyi wabra yeto abani wiye no MPP fo bia omunya broken heart high tension no wo mo twa homani bia to fama wo de sum e de besine ye bekwa kudi nkomo
is legon atorencham yesi yema sofo salifo amako ne ba edeka ekobo emaye bidie mu mienu wo mu wuye no abrante kwa no court tena se ne wo so nkoda fiase bosumensia
shakra na ye be fansa
in 6 months
na owura Kwame Onin Frempong ya wono ejira ye ewa samankase ene mpotemu no assembly members bi wo ho ene wo ma friends ntwefo nsia mu no mo di nkomo aka to mampani akufo ados mampani John Dramani Mahama se o ma no ministerial appointment esanse o mo call rounds no o mo ka cha adesie no na nkumdia ba on fama no
Samuel be call abobete e wo Kasiebo mu ye live e wo Facebook Power 979 TV XYZ na enyumako bi ebo ye chidom ene ye de Kasiebo yi ebremo ensanso na be pose ma na manfo ohene babo amabene wo koye page ense wo Facebook a wo benya Kasiebo bi etiem edu herbal clinic ye na o mase let's talk educational consult Power Specialist Herbal Hospital Sabash Herbal Center Antec Herbal Ostec Real Estate Wamo boye chidom Solak Natural Clinic, Ruta Natural Product, Roman Ridge Chinese Clinic, Afe Piwak Natural Health, Little George Health Shop, Haxa Mixture, Medimosis Clinic and Postage Center, and Makwena Tayachia, and make us a boyade jade bramo kote beka for a yame. Be po so hema. Nana ya 41 amanfo. Call my agudia papa bi. Ladies Dumbles and Africa.
Okumangra Diwanf or Heneba Boama Benny or Denho Bakopefi and 73 mu any. A free da yabeto obey abato komisa ade advert bi ade baye kra me ebobi na advert no a abato komisa ade baye me ebobi no na de na eda so nyina ene say elections are won at the polling station. Eti NDC emani nani da ho e ka se afidie se abato komisa person kire se yewiamu enye yi a elections are won at the polling station no omo de beye adwuma enti amanyokuo no e de ye adwuma emiamia bi te se nsanwomo adu agiri ahafoano southwest ahafoano north obuasi east okaikwe central Ablekuma North, ene Tema Central, Tetima South, ene Domi Kobenya. Omudi ya juma pasa elections are won at the police station. Na wamude shishedi guna kwemu, ema wobia seti up on one kasani coalition center. Emi ya tu abanu wiye yano, eba beto ojwa se, sami ya mabobo sunyinano. NDC ya menyo kuono, afano taskwale lele ama MPP fone di ntro another mpre nsa wo madu agiri wa reporto amwo so na ni etutu aka ne nsem wa bra ye kain wo collection centers ahodo awie ya quality ye no resource no ba beto dwa se NDC amanyoko di nkunim emu bi wo ha abato komisa se wonte ase Niamfamra region. Yadeba region. Ama region no so omoba be kan ye. Ye kan wa region no awie ya. De beto dwane se. NDC amanyoku edi nkunim. Mame James ane na nadu kwa kufu ado ne bawom ya ne MPP fo kosia. Emo mu kosia ye no. De omote ye no se. Ghana de NDC afa ne se nwa. Na se no MPP fo mo ba mra se badwam no. NDC ehia wo mo hwimu ema sese no NDC said Ghana to aba no dima wo bum no ba bia duro no sem people kra ka so mo mamra se bedwamu a Ghana fo hia won NDC betumi take decision bia wo mo ko adwen ko tretrase a ma me jemensa adukoi ya wo ye na dwen sanka bato a yeto no basobasa NC na ba wo miama ho kwan Naba wom yedi kan ba bonte be declare yesai walusu owura jomahama wo nkunimdie ya ode afa amomofu jo ayi ba womia akeka bia tense o prekura dodo wo predodo enya de omka se wonye no enna maame adukwe mensan ya ba woni adwuma ye ne yebepamu nu nti obefa sentwefo nhyiamu se ane owura jomahama nkofa sojafo ne prosifo na do so fa sojafo ne prosifo mebo ne ho ban na abato na yedi kan ya to awie akenkan ama wo bia hu ne sandis yedi nkunimu no wo sa be kan ne foforo na mama yenti adoko emi nsan asem odi abetu dwan mama yin hwebi.
She is keen to ensure that all the outstanding processes in the 9 constituencies follow due process. It goes without saying that what happened during our attempt to complete the coalition process in some of the 9 constituencies is unlawful. As indicated, the Commission will not uphold declarations ensuing from incomplete and unlawful processes. And these include the Insawan Adwajiri, where parties, of course, on election day besiege the coalition centers and brought the collation there to a halt. I must note that in the Ahafuano Southwest and in the Ahafuano North, as the collation on election day was also disrupted and no winners were declared. Those processes were incomplete, and until they are complete, the commission will not be in the position to declare a winner. In Obuasi East, the collation center was attacked by party supporters, and the returning officer was threatened with an axe. His hands were lifted up, and he was asked to declare a winner when that was not what was reflected on the results collation form. Again, that process was not lawful, and the commission would not uphold it. In the Highway Central, I did mention that 110 polling stations results were used to declare a winner instead of 141. The commission would not uphold that process. In the Ablekuma North constituency, 219 polling station results were used to declare a winner instead of 281 polling station results. The commission will not uphold that declaration. In Tema Central, the DEO again was threatening, and he was forced to declare results using 146 polling stations instead of 148. The commission will not uphold that declaration. In Bodo East, the officer was physically assaulted. Sorry, in Bodo East, it's Echiman South in the Bodo East region. The officer, the returning officer, and other staff were physically assaulted and forced to redeclare the results at gunpoint. The commission, it's important to note that the collation process had not been completed. There also, the commission will not uphold those processes.
When Mami Jemensa was a 30 miles south, Edu baby no abato komisa ne kra ne yebu no physically assaulted, and ye chief true sim so omoso emo mu declare ye edema NDC ne no, and ye na Ghana for muma ye misase Mami Jemensa won fa video mra because the same 30 miles south no ye tutuo ekum nipa more than 5 ewo ho 2020 Jemensa say election ye free and fair ewo ho. When your video ma ya tesem keke no we be just declare election no foforo. This girl this girl
na ye hu say odi tu akogina electoral commission official bi say
na make us tesem what the keke obi na what wono kwa na te ye ntibi na wonim Mami Jemensa kure asa kwakwa te owura John Dramani Mahama say one man bambo floor security.
National election security task force to work together to put in place arrangements to ensure that our staff and our processes are protected and secured in a way that will ensure that the true outcomes of our processes reflect the will of the people as expressed on the big sheets. We conclude by reiterating that as a commission, our mandate is not to make anybody a president or a member of parliament. Our mandate, as mentioned earlier, is simply to conduct credible, transparent, and fair processes that uphold the choice of voters. The elections on the 7th of December 2024 is a testament of that assertion.
Mami Jemensa eno watene nkano na asemi ama bimu nso adwalan pa na Jemensa ede asemwe ede babetu dwa no ama doctor omanebo amanso ede ato nanim se de oka no omonso soso enya de ombedi atomu da de biarada no ombeka ni pen ede akire ne se abato yeto enwene ewo polling station yawie duanti ase no go to court and one on na eno na Mugabe mase etrase no Fred Dr. Rashid Tanko computer na wone ne mienu atwetwe nkomo ema doctor so e de to dwa se ndc amanyoko de enim ne se edi nkunim dadada ekunim de na ba e de ama ndc amanyoko no etidio no so ntiase no onko court yane Dr. Rashid Tanko entwe nkomo yentie ne nsem ne bi
na jimensa or judge jimensa only no commissioners on me judge.
Thank you.
So you to about na ye collation na problem about collation na jimensa na be correction the court room.
Thank you.
Court room so bibia ko ya yam court no be yes say they would decide whether the collation was correct or it wasn't properly done. But the jimensa no be now was there and we will not accept it. We will not accept it. Oh yeah judge. If somebody is having problem, MPP no mun court to come and say that those declarations were not properly done, then we all take it on board. But you mention of it now, no see, we won't accept this, or declare your mama no. Say, how many constituencies? And 9. Can somebody also say it was not properly done because 9 constituencies were not there? So and you don't know can say that it was there with 3 things. So if 3 things are not there, can't you declare the result? So we could declare now get 3 things are. We see wait here because there's no 3 things are there. You pretty collection behind yet. Constitution now no more kind of declare my NDC. So mum pene amu court. Yes, he say can't come up to for me. You can't get any part no more master. No look, a 2 constituency there a week. I have no staff work. Any I have no any the explanation or more you. What they are saying, they couldn't do the collation. Okay. So that one, if they are going to do collation, there, yes, but we are asking them to look for original pink sheets. So move for photocopies and now scan copies. Carbon ones, but what we come for photocopies. Another umbrella, once another umbrella or someone or fast photocopies. Another emperor. But apart from that, Obuasi is any dominant quadrant central. Ablekumanoff eno kato center nini na omo declare and the message omo you see to omo you see direct or a judge omo for evidence no come judge high court judge no mo say whether those declarations were made under duress or not and yama make it mention obeka we know
mo asamne da ho no na asfidie na yesuma jemensa no watom se kulon everywhere na wasi ya court na jemensa kwagina dakam na ba bi kro no hu so bi twetwe si wo bi so no wakwakodi hu adanse emranim ni tatuchi kata so te ase wo twen no e wo court ho enti de mekache NDC amanyokuo ne man ne sai moma moni nko ba bi a abato komisa wo no say ya region say ya district ana say ya national EC office no moma moni nko ho Musa mami jemensa ne pamfo ahia na wo mu de dwuma bia mo munra ho mo sesa nkrata ne mra obi a woni pink sheet wanti ase a won kokko de toso me yenu mami jemensa ye kan me wo soja ne bia ye besoma wo sakobo jemensa ho ban na worry collect another resource no and a proceed wo bowra ho a sesa nuoma na kofie adwuma no wawie because Nana don't go for on the 6th night when your president BM the akakura no na watwe mienu no when your president BM e two prosi ne be soma na wantie ne ye won sa wa GP dampare ana no Dominic Neti will say amfa so bo ne mo na wo da hukum nipa no e wa abato no mu na wo de mamu hwa ye na wo be soma soja na wo de soja ne be soma na prosi ne be soma na be ko jemensa ho sao kwabua mana quality resource no masa ye be twa picture twa video NDC tena power warm wokọ wawie wadwuma no no
esa said the electoral commission ye no sabe eye nsem hunu ma me
go to court
press conference na mo frɛ ye no me hu sabe nyansa bi agum say ye court 2013 ye ka say ye wini election say wo police
station
it say ya to abawie ya collect ye
declare
winner
si ya twa ba si ya twen kranta enkunimdi aba ye wie wonti ase a go to court
media in America say Ablekumanov, Tema Central, Domekwa Benya, a mere medium or Kaikwe Central, touching my south in the Ekahu, Nyamia Duma, January 6, sir, and I don't know, Munina Mumra Parliament. Esa sa moye mra shebeja fo mumra parliament ya kufra shamu mo shine sa pepepe ye ma obi a hwe won sa bo na yakunu no se ye twani tip
wo yo sono
esa se ye twani tip
wo so papa ye twani tip
ese no ye ntwa ensem hu be kwaso akoso enti esa se tie no ye twa prako na Ghana fa no ntuma pefra ya de bai man pani akufo ado Ghana ya wo dia
na wuje mensa sasu ben finu a wode abetra ho ma awura sisa nu mara ko e ma wura kura ye nkotro ho ayi ansa na obekwa wako
asemu we kwa da wote ase
ya to obawie so be koleti na wo ayi 2020 resource ahodo presidential resource ahodo a wode baaye ye kokan wasam se wode resource ben siaba ye nim de wudina so gazette akufo ade be president wo se entiase ya yenkokot wo se entiase ya yenkokot we are dead.
And not just say 2020 parliamentary results by ye me would do not disputes ewo ye ka ye wo se yan kokot eti enai say anodom pre no nam hosa so was want to ho ase a kokot
yo ya yankwa homa so David Kumiaba Deva kwaba
bejozo nya ine ba
na bokode
e bokota abenya
adentra.
Well, electoral commission and now officer emra yediye ejuma wo memwa emra yediye elections no obo enimtia na eya dia officer yema okwan because constitution ma yakwan as citizens of this nation say ye be boss ye emra no bra ye be bo ban no be intimate so and disrespect the law that you memwa entimate.
Yansha sema ma media ba betu dwe se abato na yato awie no na resource ya quality awie no o se ba bi wo ha ya twetuo na omugina so omu declare ye ene ensema hodo a eba ye nti wono agemi nsa no oba no ba be declare resource no foforo se de be ya Ghana fo ebe hu se we na din kunem na se we na din kunem sa se me mu se mo de nkrata be dia ba na sefo muso musen ma me gemi nsa.
Yeah, that decision and now say the electoral commission say a double standard. What she's trying to do is to reprobate and approbate. And no inconsistencies are and Ghana Nidia Jitu. Even assuming without admitting that the electoral commission cannot yet be ma. Then Damango. Then of course war. Yet they say I shake electoral commission office and that is a basa ye also and how then does the electoral commission accept that results and then say the rest of the 9 electoral commission and accept it? Now if the electoral commission yet double standard and all year, then what happened before all can want some damango then what happened there? And if the acknowledged results are, we shall know that of Damango as well. And then the rest of the 3, Sugun Akutiani, I want to come home, me and Pambeka, by year 14, Nanka, ye can once a man, Yakase, oh, money fair. But near all, it doesn't represent fairness or a certain ulterior motive. It says, oh, Kobia, or Pesa Omon and Comu elections, no. Winning Tino, as I say, Yekokoye re-coalition. Then, electoral commission and Kasa, Koma, Idris in 2020. Say, the coalition, near declaration, we are. Almost commission, no. And now, your yes, that declaration is new to me. So, Obekwa Koye re-coalition and now re-declaration. And only against the law, it's against NBC Law 284, Section 44 of the Representation of the People's Act. And if you now also catch electoral commission there, or no, the Mensa, someone today, Boss Manasari, Triboku, Peter Piahene, and the rest do not have the right to say at the declaration or recollation any declaration that we would not allow to happen. Che, for their vigilance in this election. So collation centers, polluters to ensure that the right things be done. Every vote will be counted. I urge all Ghanaians, let us be ready. Let us be vigilant. Anytime the Electoral Commission makes any attempt, everybody should move to that collation center and stop it. Make sure that never happens. We did it in this election and we can do it again. We must do it again. Because the Electoral Commission, at the year 1992 Constitution, CI 127, any PNDC law, the government the elections or the name of the to form. We will not allow that to happen because that is an illegality.
Many of us, you had see here. Maybe any of us about Dave. Yo, David Kumi, and Yatan and Kanuti said ye two mofono. And Ratian member wedding in Ano, Monteta EC office in Ano, Montetao. And Dauba will say and Crofona Trupu, you are Mongra, stop them.
Oh, conso aboa.
Yes. Most stop
wait there self defense there bonu bi anim
sana mranaka
ena inka yebeka so NDC already more majority our parliament ntinka wo there we almost so mo beje kram from now so ntumi enye adwuma say nipa kwoto santen ena wo aba ena wo ka say nipa so besi na mepe no say woye memra hye bedwani Patrick Boama ye nipa boni nti ye mpe no Lemon Baba Sadik ena ye pe no wo Okaikwe Central. Eti want to mean say magic dear free munsam and I say ya de momo ne senti na emabuna wa Ghana ha mo say electoral commission officials woman jira baby say ye recollection momo mra ho asem ye ekosim ye wo asofo a wo mo kota kese wo krom ha your National Peace Council and Yantis will be Kabibi at the Electoral Commission. As a mammy, a dear Muye, and yes, as I to a baby, ye declare ye 80 Obington and once your own court. Go to Ghana, we say, and Crawford almost some of the sacred Ghana Pentecostal and Charismatic Council. Or almost do echo PMO on my penny Mahama catch it. Don't joke with me. DPCC is a hifo. Don't joke with me. What if? Mova mukota kesi mpe baby ntana ye kwemu. Adana moye nyacho musa. Niema bone koso omemu a mobeka ho asem no. Mo na mokode ntia. Wow. Enti ma meje mensa. Ye hwe ni mu kwan sem. National Peace Council beka bibi. Christian Council of Ghana. Empenefo mo ka bia wom ewo krom ha. Mo hwe na mo ntia no. Enya se obi nkase pudu nshi o.
Esia yebedijo
esanetie yanko ho na mrashe bedwania wojemu mama fa wo saudai abatom pesia so eye Roxy Nelson dafia mekpon ena waka say electoral commission ade a wo ye wo mo yamambofo ebo man say yatu abawie yakeka figures ni nyina bom wo bia hu de wanya nani so atene wan na akire wo sai kodwira ho say da bi yenti ase yebesa akeka bom foforo na afe figures na ba wo bia ni so atene wan wo sai se da bi yenti ase yebesa akeka bom foforo electoral commission adwumafo eye saa no ye do mo gina court a wo mo ho befa wo mo papa enti wono de wo say wo tu electoral commission adwumafo na akratefo no efo ese mu betie amuntie ekwan a yenam so edemo efaso no yedemo kogina high court a ehu ensinsanse no menka say obi ne kumantuo eyebo esia kwa na de ne tiade achema no ne nsɛmtwa focus.
Interesting that even though the EC has been sued and has been properly served, in fact, in one of the cases brought against the EC by the NDC, the matter is slated for tomorrow at the High Court in Accra, General Jurisdiction, particularly General Jurisdiction 2. The matter is slated to be heard tomorrow, and yet EC conduct itself in a manner that I will call contempt ex facie curiae by holding this press conference, particularly ignoring the court processes that seeks to injunct this very conduct. The NDC is saying that in respect of these 4 or 5 constituencies that have been listed among the 9, we are challenging the EC from conducting itself in a manner to saying, for instance, that they will not recognize the declaration. The recognition or otherwise of those declarations doesn't lie in the mouth of the EC. It lies with the court of law. Only a court of law can declare those declarations as unlawful, and therefore whether or not a rerun of the election or recollation or whatever it is, it can only be ordered by a court of law, a court of competent jurisdiction. So the EC must be, the commissioners must be very careful. And I say this advisedly, because you see, under regulation 45 of CI 127, that is the penal provision. The regulation is to the effect that where a person conducts himself which breaches any provision of the of CI 127, the person upon summary conviction can be fined by a court of law, or can be imprisoned, or can be both fined and imprisoned. And it is not directed at the public at large. That provision also applies to EC officers, including the commissioners of EC, who will conduct themselves in a manner that breaches any provision of CI 127. Their insistence on recollation, which is very strange, which is alien to CI 127 and PNDC law 284, they are engaging in a conduct that will breach CI 127. And I'm cautioning them that tomorrow they may be hauled before a court of law in criminal prosecution, subject to the provisions contained in Regulation 45, which is the penal provision. So we must be law abiding, not only as the participants in the elections, but the people who are also engendered in law under CI 127 to conduct the public elections in accordance with the terms and tenets of the law governing it.
When a South Dime Rasha Bedreni Honorable Roxanne Eche Dafia Mekpo Nelson and I Etenenkan.
Now, Ora John Dramani Mahamia Ati Ekubi a friend Oral, Operation Recover All Loot. Now, a Frida Wate Asemi and Asa Wati Kui. Now, what the Ora Samu Kude to Ablakwa Kotuanono, or Mampania Kufuado Krada Wana. Esa se Odana Niyam Shin National Cathedral no sorry atanaho. Emo masa ase ebubo amane akwa Canadian High Commission akobo amane se John Dramani Mahama ebeti abayifu okuomu which anthem ade ase na wopani awura ha woyobomofo wokum abayifu ena wonya bayifu na beya dan na obi a okum abayifu wonya bayifu wokum enti monkama kuma ntomo yam na se wechanta eba ha na se wonya wecha enya de obekum anobe hantew eti ebeya munyina monkama kuma to si dabi enti Canadian High Commissioner ekosra owura John Dramani Mahama ene enkobotwetwe ne mu ena owura John Dramani Mahama ede to nanim se wate samanfo bubu amane se womunya yanka yemfo mu ensie Canadian High Commission ho ene wombedwane kura wo modwane na eno no owura John Dramani Mahama se dabi enya wechanten enya se ehuru obi anase ekope obi akunu anase bi a yakwakoyi bomofo bi no teba bi obepe bayifu bi akunu dabi enya sanete wani nyina no ketase ne proya akoso na we mu kura no madwuma ne se wo mu beboaboa ensem na no weye no mu wia se special prosecutor ne yede bema no se attorney general no besomu se wana besomu no wasom no de wakwakodina koto yakwakodi wasem eti wemu de omadwuma na omoye ne mpode munyon eti obi ankama nakoma ento ne yam owura John Dramani Mahama akasafa
announced the preparatory committee, and I think people are misunderstanding it. We're receiving a lot of information on things that are going wrong, or things, corruption scandals and all that. some send me texts on my phone, some call me, others pass through other people. We want a focal point where all that evidence is directed, and so that they can assemble that evidence. And once we come into office, Oral is not going to be investigating people. It's going to gather the evidence and pass on that evidence to the government institutions that are geared, supposed to do that kind of work. And so we just want that if people have any information that they think is useful in the fight against corruption, pass it on to this team. That's what the team is about. And they are all doing that service pro bono. They are not expecting any payment. There's no expenditure or budget associated with the task that they are carrying out. And so that's the explanation for it. Yeah. And so I don't think that people should think that it's a witch hunting committee. They have no brooms to fly at night. So I can assure people that it's not meant to witch hunt, you know.
When is some more John Dramani Mahama were they a two dry at the Fadia Kosono? It was say and yes, Sabia or Conwent Antibia, they will wear Bonedia, Mra, and Ubidi.
And not to say, we are Bonnie and Mranu Bedino, and man who said prosini being so atre a crater, honorable Samuel Kude Tabla, Coma dress so Nana e wusi kwansa was say Inspector General of Police. Dr. Joda Kufu Dampare, Montreal Musa say police one more effort will be Papa ne de nsa bomu left right center not to say according to Abranti what the be triansem for no the be my politicians no more hype no e what the bo enuma mu ne Ghana hanti what can asem obi beka say one penasem na emu no e yeska na watwetwe amama for say ye manenya te say so abofo e wo montesu nti wo say honorable Kudeta Black committee no one more answer say one more ebe hwehwe George Kufu Dampare emu na aboama prosi aduma no afa ne ntoma pa frabium ne nyina mo okay
Ambassador Sampiele ho
okay
now we no yetwam MC yetwam wo say where there are economic witches we shall surely hand them. Canada cannot interfere with our criminal justice system. Where are witches we shall hunt them. It is a abeyifu krom ha witch hunters will hunt them. And one no.
My penny John Dramani Mama HSM. And I say in terms of forces Casamon and 2 years so over Adam. Now some year or day about to a jar. Now what I say, yeah, economy as I bounce back a jan and arsenal was it there being no cray and yet what bongalata turn is son say still yeah economy no a yave Nina a bram Canada and a hungry and a Mexico a buy an almost if where you may move one more econ and a swam now one more air community wisdom headed me a woman boing kai.
Her Excellency Norma Sanchez, Mexican Ambassador, Ambassador Temas Fejes, Hungarian Ambassador, and Her Excellency Maria Montrat, Canadian Ambassador, Nene Wonya Peniako, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, Akachen no Coaching Common, now a man congratulatory messages. Canadian Ambassador Editor just said, or share women empowerment ya ewo John Dramani Mahama shisha imu adia ekoyi pa nimum adia ba ko besre se John Dramani Mahama aban ba no behwe na YCC se amahodro ekuo ya ewo oman Ghana mu dwumedi a wodi ya aban encha wonka no onhwe na wonsi anokwa.
When we are talking about the investment pieces as well, I do think that one of the things that would be helpful is ensuring that companies are being paid on time, because that's also another factor that has been like a huge deterrent. Having like to fight to get like the money that is being owed, so something to keep in mind as things are evolving.
Enwechi Hungarian Ambassador enso echire mu say contract ahodro ya na woni aban esan ye ne aban atunejeje mu no wonhwe na wondi hudwuma ekosi se bibia betumi akoye ama the incoming John Mahama Nabain.
We are happy to cooperate with Ghana in security printing
Yeah.
The project that I'm talking about is the biometric passport project, which started also under your administration.
Administration, yeah.
It took the Akufo-Addo administration 8 years to complete it. So I believe that with your presence, it will be. Well, now this is signed, and actually the passports are rolling out. So this project is happily concluded. Or it's in a process of conclusion.
One in some can na John Dramani Muhammad Echem say, Obeshe say enyam kania ho nsem no, Obeshe na we see.
The energy sector is another area in which this outgoing administration has mismanaged in a major way. They've kept the lights on at the expense of accruing a very huge debt. That debt is being audited, and so far we're looking at $2.5 billion. And so not paying the producers of energy, just piling on the debt and paying other things that are not as critical as paying down the energy sector debt. ECG has a very poor governance record, and aside from that, its losses are so huge. Technical and commercial losses about 32%.
And actually, and no say, and a buy photo for Dr. Amin Adam Echemu say, economy no money muso. We and a John Dramani Mahama say, into me and yano crane, and yano crechna.
The energy sector needs urgent surgery. Urgent surgery. Otherwise, it can collapse everything. And so when the Minister of Finance says the economy is turning around, you have a 2.5 billion debt. Your bailout is only 3 billion. And so 2.5 billion debt sitting and breathing, you know, and you say the economy is turning around, that alone can crash everything that has been done. And so they want to create a more upbeat, you know, story about the economic management before they leave office. But like I said, we're going to open the books when we come and let Ghanaians know what the true situation is.
Not say no dear a son as a corner. Wisdom had that my money bought and no na Ghana for the money better from one. A doom sono I shall see. Minimum say oku say a plan B or say addenda be or more ISO and some saying DC body and not a say in Shiamo. Can so 10 hours, 12 hours. No question, never say. Nanky to Abani Wianka, you be facing. Because next can ho Edo John Dramani Mahama ka say over $2.5 billion car and the ECG day a car da hono no na say if only one institution na omo de car almost $2.5 billion Nisa institution no be den one say JM Nansen Oko Nigeria na bisa say Owura John Dramani Mahama betre kunya so no yenya emfa no currency so it will jama on two kwan ko babia but for the first time oko Nigeria bisa said you no koyeye the truth issue no say yet the West African gas pipeline yet wo maka ama e car e da ho no enye easy eti Nigeria for your madwe so omu betwam am yewradum som diplomacy ntino na wo se woko said your eya woni tinibu betumi yakwakosia na wone tini buadi nkomo no matumi supply a gas ni atumi dia so ya nyina mahoden no because a car eda ho no enya kaketwa eti wo se Ghana fo nyina hu se ya je $3 billion said ni free
ya dum kane asese a obi ti ba bia na obo mahamadin but wo se mu hu ne se wo man no de ka ECG and Esla no energy sector levy no a Owura John Mahama e de ba yese and kenu ni nyina so ni enfantua legacy debt no Akufo-Addo ne na ban e de akosia wowa akwa jebosia de abeye wate party ni kenke party eti sesei Esla na wo ho no ye de bia ye de kwakotua ka na na do asai Ghana no agya ho no na mo de mo nto mbo ase ye beba ba mu nomam na mo
right time
yanwura mu ma no ta eto fom se wo hyew enku omo se firi sada no de babesi ene wo hyew de omo dabi mu ano wo hye pa etu ombe se ECG for se madam momra na mo connect emfa ema wo omakasa
pato aba na se obeyi wires na wo de kwade a mfaso be na wo so nti se yato aba wie na se bia wo mpipini na se wanya ade na wo de peni no de unsa sha ma nkwala na be wi aka ebuso no de ko because yato aba na wanya ene kwa se okodi uba onyonkwo abro nti se anya waye na je se omo bo mahamaka ana se omo bo gizelaka ana se o man no na mo bo ya abro
yesre aban ukọ the other aspect a storage room na yen mam essay your vegetable side your fruit be friend dragon fruit your pawpaw ye ni nyina gu fridge mu that the next day no you dispatch ni nyina akwa customers but because of power fluctuations intimi meet demand customers no requested for ama yen nyama bebre asay up to date this year no nyame adom your generator but the cost involved no mo amhwese na yen fuel system this year ya to fuel mu this year after 2 weeks no ya to fuel almost 3,000 Ghana cedis.
Way aye ensema omodi tu dwa na kurom hene na James Botwe onso ekasai
say there aye ka ye de sum up to now no ye hu kan ye kwa rebe ye ni president de nso a onwini no say there enjo ne time e man pressure say omra no me ye say siada because onya resume office ho nti me tum bia me man pressure and then blame ni na ye MPP for and why ye because mu anya vote no bi wa ha ye end zone nti mu anya vote wa ha no hu ebufu na o dia vote to cables no wo de kwan the say mpemfo waiting there omo me ye mboa ye nya light na ye mpendi ye bro nyan na enko ye ji ma ye fan twen in MP no do ba be ya mai
wey aye nsem a omodi atodwa se MPP for betwitwa light nhoma no isese de ama mo akwa ho hia mu pa eti de ewo mu eno no yento aso yemfa asida emu odom fama boafo waso mu Kasiebo ye de ebrem no yemfa emamo na yenya nte se MPP amanyokuo no aye na omadwen se wo mo ba beyi editor general foforo ama na ba betena akire esan se de wo ho no ne mre kora ne nyanso papa yese papa no on resign na won kofie na ne mra so wanyini nti wonko
na sese ade omo se contract na ento asubu ye manisi ko na abrantie bi a ye fe no winfo omra ehunhyiamudie akoso it is alleged ese nra na Jubilee House eti obra winfo say ye no krase ye the appointment bi say ma wa reject why
because wogia ye ba hwemu na auditor general no ontena ho wo se emra no ma ho kwan se obetena ho mfie nan na nya transition time and ye appointment
insanity
wontumi ma mekatakata MPP boni na chi na do na ebe appoint na se wokotena ho a wokena wakwa kodi boni da bi da be me na pe oba bi transana ye besi no anya si because boys no ani abre wo sa sem ya yaka kuro mate yi kurumu anya yize sa because ye de be kan say ye wo de mum ye ntumi control mo anger iti munya hweye esan say if you on the 7th ekono akufo ado no a wa appointed no wonye president iti ya hweye yo ya first na mama the Moses Clinic and Herbal Center omasom ene yadi dwumadie ede som na the Moses force ya fantom anim say seba apomden papa okuram prostrate sexual weakness infertility hypertension diabetes sciatica typhoid malaria stroke ene obia wo dental problem bia no wadamba obeboa amanije atumi aba wamu offices ne bebre hospitals no mabie nkwabra bebre adanta beria woni police station de din hwenmu Accra Central AES of 4 dan mu aje kwadwo on school for the deaf na Kumase eye ahenema kokoben obetumi afre no e was 0244 068 447 0244 068 447 Power Specialist Eba Hospital Mami Beatrice Akosua ya wono no wani yaduru no so no osia fanto Ghana fo nyanu se eba apomden papa oginam na se hepatitis A B C D and E otu ase de kudeku ema ahoto eba afei fatty liver wo liver srade aye ne twon sciatica wo prostrate dompenu emu abu osa kompo pa anase fibroid ena edi unya fani nyina fabra power specialist Heba Hospital na onyim free ho ema ahoto emra hospitals no wo wakese miensa ewo Ghana ha baako ewo Kumase wo Feyase Lake Road wone Josbro filling station no ene di hwe no enkran ha hospital no ewo Kwabenya Pokuase ACP kwan no so ena takura de no ewo Anaji Estate Custom Road eho ena obehu no obatumi afre no 0244 544422 0244 544422 Haxa mixture and Haxa capsules wunya bia eboaw obi o stomach ulcer na duro no eti ekura ba oyam anum sa duro we bi adopa bia ene anwumre bia ansa no akwakoda eye kama eboaw sa so ena pesa wo sote acid ababegina nipadua mu frama agina nipadua mu cheko wo so de no watiri bremo kaseta ya wuya wuja wo na na moja wo mu a wunya Haxa mixture and Haxa capsules no wanom ama aboa Food and Drugs Authority aje atum baby aton ro bia no bowura benya Haxa mixture and then the capsules no bi ubetumi afre 0240 238 310 0240 238 310 Little George Health Shop and yedru ne so no wose yemfantum nyina manim se wode enuoma papa e de abate se Coa mixture Coa plus mixture Dominion herbal powder Mr. K vitamins minerals ya yedi local herbs any foreign one ede aye your healthy juice ebi te say cranberry juice carrot pomegranate turmeric and ginger blueberry juice aloe vera gel omo wodi nyina bi eho wodi ene so betu na mokeke na wabatema community 5 PV be roundabout any previous afonentemu na obenya bi wo titiri so a wo frɛ number ya me baba boy ya ye be package near the abrel number near 0243 140 213 0243 140 213 3P garlic mixture ena Ephraim osiesie ni peduano ma hotoba eti woni no eni nsawso say general body pains wapono waposo okotodwe we adwuma kakra no wabre stress ena edi wunya wadawroma 3P garlic mixture wunya binuma eboawo 3P piwak and why said to pay. Now what type put the best garlic mixture ever Google a drawway and a BP. Over to me a phrase 0248 928 824 0248 928 824. Mami come for Roman Raid Chinese Clinic. A Roman Raid Chinese Clinic and for Emamu. A dear no more was this stroke and I kawa to them. Wakuma diabetes. Watiri bremo kase etutu we liver and kidney and a program abahwa brana China for no ensaw yade ema anijemra womuni Indian High Commission and edition mu Roman rate obe from 0546 450 672 0546 450 672 Mami Kamfo Ruta natural product edi Ruta mixture itu malaria fever se iti malaria de neduro eno no typhoid neduro ye friend Ruta Titanic ena Ruta life na nesrade ni padua no siesie ma hotoba obetumi afre 0244 50 3443 0244 50 3443 Mami Kamfo Solak natural clinic emaw Solak natural clinic with a dialysis so ewo kidney and a liver sister bra ko wate na meni untumi nkansem nyina se edi aduane na wo de yakosohwe na wo kwa eho adansedie no wo de bebru kumangra na wo hwe ya abroso abosom mienu ekwa no bosom miensa so no dialysis no ubejako minim die ntia meka sa asem we e de kiremo itime srewada badamfo bi a woye ye na wose akwakoda dialysis so me recommend man no okọ ba akopẹ ene oda so ene namu a oye swag iti wada roma kobi na kosolak kidney ne liver ena mo awo ho ayem den na sefo no mo konkoso hwe wo ba hu no ewo kokomlemle obe Harvard Senior High School no friend was 0553 93 26 31 0553 93 26 31 Ostak Real Estate ena Ephraim on sase ewo dodowa ayikuma asebi doyumu afianya dowenya ene shy hills koto bi to ho na ene bebia ni akiri osu si wie na wotemu a wonen krafie wuranom e case na inde itu betumi afre 0244 684 069 0244 684 069 Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules would you so bebre bad cholesterol wonasia tatai anasebia also the menstrual disorders in the how halitosis arthritis and the keka hono kope Spanish garlic mixture and the capsules nanonom na intumi emwa na ni jesonko emra obatumi afrom baby eton robi ya no benya bi frɛ 0266 1141 0266 1141 edu heba clinic SMB test na wode aba no emema num bi papa na manum papa na duro no ye kama eye bi tesa ensanka ho etia na Christopher no suro se bi test de da bi we ye the only bi test enyensa na ye de hyeye eye nsuo ene ye de aye na bo adwuma papa etibesro num bi na wo so be di adanse ye manije atumi aba SMB test a B test for men, B test for women. Ubetumi afre 0558 3795 45 0558 379545. Sabasaba Center, sexual weakness, infertility, hepatitis, and sexual infections. No, Sabasaba Center, and a wasa odeko. Sabasko kobites, uko kwapai etumuja usisi ya uyematim wadru enono. Over me a friend was 0500 064 000 0500 064 000. Uwa kwada when you're 6 months to 6 years. Now pe baby di na kwa kuja wa bra ukwe juma. Fane ko let's talk educational consult. Na kwada ni yenchire na de. Kwada no ye tro mo your Saturday school wa akwada ne ba ye tro no entrepreneurship, reading and writing, personality development, IT, creativity and exploration fanebra afei uwo school now person ye train wa churchfo ema wa eno so no no ma betumi aye kama obatumi ehu omo Teshi Nungwa Estate Mango Street wo ben Lejokuku Municipal Assembly no friend was 0249 069 821 0249 069 821 yentwe omra yeba nsem ne bi wachire yebeto aso.
de share mama kwa babio ed bapa wa TV XYZ enyume no siabem Kasiebo so we de ye service so na asem ba kwa baba to edwa na nipa nyina ka ho asem bi enti ese ne esi echire ye bomumu no Alive Chapel International so for penny odano Bishop Salifu Mwako ne baba ma ye wonya mfie dunsia esa entiti ye boninti ye di Jaguar ema akwale ka mpanifo na twime mete ye metwi Jaguar so yede ma akrai ena wode na mu hu ede kopim electric pole ene ma ya mienu bia na womo nsoto womo eka mu ema eja to ka ene mu ma ya mienu du mienu mfie du mienu womo hwe womo enkwa ewo mu afi asem no ekopie mu koto ne koto ekwa asetena na ewi ase no Salifu Amoakoba no bosumi nsia ene yesi won kodam 6 months won kona won kodam afiase ena opapa no maame ne nso de ansa na no na yedi kan afan ne wo mo 6,000 Ghana cedis wa hwe na no na abusua wo ma de hye afri muo no wo mo ekasa asem we de wo mo te ase anya yesa se asotwe no emu omre dodo emu ha papa 6 months sadien wa won hwe kwan anakore na mo so de twika na Justin Agbenu ya woka eye emaya mienu yi a wo mo ehwe wo mo enkwa ho no ne nana ene semtwafo ekasai
we parents now back also they been depression or medications only driving license for 16 years money kano next of years ya let's say when I was said this one papa na mu no so I can't drive without license me boy them say na video speak around or driving unregistered vehicles or driving without license so they start here so you're guilty so we are this in so so guilty just one kasa no unitema and now munipa life what's on guilty to all the 8 charges on guilty including driving without license so on guilty what did that it's actually no you buy now the depth of the evidence they had no choice than to make a U-turn and to plead guilty. Especially from a post, can't you offer lawyers being for this boy to plead not guilty. Now, tell them who say evidence, no, and you had the say, which me I will be here. Then he made a U-turn. The juvenile system, say, yeah,
eti mami ne nana ba eka enkra mienu yi a wo mo hwe wo mo kwa Justin Agbenu ena yete mami nke yawe hosem pa ni akwakosi eno no oku natese yede ensem na si na yeda Elizabeth Tegwase osese ma ye ho ye fe ye do bia piesi akua krantema efi ofa bia ela opoku dache ma kosia for you amanfo Kofi the boy Rafa ne Peter munyina eta yeti Francis ena wo twintwi camera no ema yen ye de nsem ebre mo Kofi the boy I ma acknowledge no na mo kwat beka fo anyume eyeme be po so hima nana ya fori wa amanfo call my agudie papa bi ladies dumbo senafi
okumangra the one oheneba boama benie yakramo ye kwaba ne de gumba beto aso